Hey guys, my name is Donnie and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to attempt to make my very first sim racing rig. I have not done this before, but how hard can it possibly be? So let's do it. Okay guys, so the first thing that I did was I went to my car and I just measured out and got some dimensions as far as seating position in comparison with steering wheel and pedals are in a normal car. And then I did some internet research, looked at a couple of pictures, and then I made some drawings. And I came up with this design. I admit that it is not an original design, it is not my own, but I had some similar ideas and I think this is nice, and I'm not planning on redesigning the wheel, so I like what this looks like. I drew it out in scale. That's the side view, this will be the front view, and then I took some steel rods and I just made some more or less forms just so I could have the patterns of what the angles of my tubes are going to be, because I'm going to make this out of tube. And then I took these forms to my local exhaust place and I had them bend a couple of steel pipes for me, so that I can now take these and cut them to size and build this whole seat. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that, put it on the table, cut everything to size, tack it together, and then see how it goes. So let's do it. Okay, awesome guys, I have finished with the basic construction of my frame. I've tacked everything together. I made sure that it was nice and square and that it matched up with my drawing. Now I'm gonna weld these tacks up properly, and when I'm done with that, I'm going to determine exactly where I want my seat, and then I can put some cross bracing over here because it's going to be adjustable. And also I'm going to put a cross brace here by the foot pedals, and I need to know exactly at what height I'm going to weld it on, and I'm going to make them adjustable as well so that you can have different seating positions. And then I can go to where the steering column or the steering wheel is going to go. I'm going to make that adjustable as well. So yeah, let me continue with the welding and then we can start with the cross bracing. Okay guys, so now that I have just about tacked everything together, I have got the seat, or the place where the seat's gonna go is over there, and the pedal box is gonna mount to that cross pipe over there, and the steering box is going to mount to that pipe over there. And I've come up with a plan. I'm gonna be using these clamps, one over there and one at the bottom, so that I can secure the steering box on a piece of plate and then be able to adjust it. And also the same for the pedal box. I'm going to use that plate over there and put it on that clamp, and I'll be able to adjust it in that direction also. Another thing that I'm going to put on this rig is some wheels. So I'm going to see what I can do now for the back and the front to mount those wheels. And when all that is done, let me just figure out how I'm gonna attach these wheels to the rig, and then I can start welding up everything properly. Okay, cool guys, I have finished welding up all my tacks on the structure and sanding it down, making it nice and pretty. Now is the time for me to build the plate where my steering's going, as well as my foot pedals. So I went inside the house and I made a pattern of what my steering column looks like, and I'm going to use this piece of plate to just cut it out so I can make a plate that goes on top here. And I did measure that it needed to be 180 millimeters from the center of that pipe out to here, so I'm just going to extend that plate a little bit, and then I'm going to use this clamp and mount it on top of or underneath that plate so that I can make it adjustable. And I'm going to do the same thing for the foot pedals with that piece of plate over there and just clamp it down. So let's do it. Okay guys, so there we go. I put everything together to see if it fits properly. There's just one or two things that I'm going to adjust. The one thing that I did not take in, or that bothers a little bit, is this lever for the backrest. It wants to rub on this metal over here, on this pipe, but you can still adjust it. Unfortunately, it's in the way a little bit, but apart from that, this whole seat is very much adjustable. The plate where the foot pedals go is also highly adjustable and it works well. Then on this steering plate, I just need to hone these little holes a little bit because it is a very tight squeeze. I'm just going to make them a little bit larger so that those nuts can go in properly, the bolts can go in properly. So guys, apart from that, everything else seems 100% on this rig. I'm going to take everything apart and then I'm going to give it a coat of primer, and then I need to paint it a color, and I'm not so sure what color I'm going to use. What theme will I be going for? So there we go guys, done and dusted. I think that this rig came out quite spectacularly. It works very well. The fact that it's on wheels is very convenient because you can just move it out of the way when you need to do some work or play some other games, and just pull it back to the screen and start doing some racing. Any case guys, I appreciate the fact that you guys watched this video. If you enjoy it and you'd like to see some more of the projects that I do, just subscribe to my channel and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!